The civil society communication was adopted in September 2012, and it basically has three main priorities. The first one being promoting a more conducive environment for civil society, and the second one being promoting participation of civil society in domestic policy processes, and then the final one, the third one, is dealing with how we can better do capacity development of local civil society organizations. So if, for example, you have a law that's being discussed by a national assembly in a given country, does the committee in the parliament, does it reach out to civil society? Is there a legal requirement for this committee to reach out to civil society, consult civil society, get their opinion? It could be any issue related to social issues, health, education, whatever. But just to promote the idea that you actually need to have a legally backed requirement to consult civil society throughout, and also that you have different forums and institutions where you meet and regularly discuss and exchange on budget processes, for example. These are some of the aspects that we also try to promote. But obviously it differs a lot from country to country. In some countries you will see quite restrictive environments, and naturally the focus is on exactly, are you allowed to assemble and are you allowed to even exist? And in other countries these issues are taken for granted, but there may be issues in terms of how to secure this structured dialogue between authorities and civil society. If you, for example, seek access to budgetary information, do you get it in a scanned sheet that you cannot manipulate yourself, or do you get it in an editable Excel sheet, allowing you to make your own calculations? And obviously one would think that the second, having an editable Excel sheet, would empower civil society much more to actually do some of the accountability dimension that we seek to promote. What we have tried to do is to, through our contacts with all the EU delegations, identify particular cases of what I would call good practice, where the EU delegation has played an instrumental role in promoting an aspect that you could characterize as a component of enabling environment. The Philippines case study is also quite interesting because that deals with the local dimension of enabling environment. So when we talk about the obligation or the duty of the authorities to engage with civil society and facilitate the participation, it's not just a matter for central authorities, it's also equally much an issue at the local level. And that's what we are trying to demonstrate by these three case studies. The point is basically to show to our colleagues in delegations and in headquarters what has worked in some contexts.